Hello, amazing ones. It is Laura here, and I have an amazing question that just came into my space that I wanted to answer for all of you. I just got off one of our Q&A calls for our Body Mind Bootcamp, and if you haven't yet gone through that, it's an amazing training. I highly recommend it. And somebody was asking about what is a container of support? What does that mean? Now, I want to answer that for everybody because if you have been around me for a while, or maybe you are new to my little corner of the interwebs, one of the things that I love doing is I love helping holistic practitioners work smarter, not harder. I believe one of the biggest blocks in our industry is when we trade time for money. And it's not just a block for you, it creates an invisible ceiling in your income, your time, and your energy. But that time for money structure also creates a block and an invisible ceiling for your clients, for their results, for their outcomes, for how they show up. And I know in an industry that is filled with healers and feelers and caregivers and people who naturally want to give, sometimes we are actually not really truly in service of our clients when we are giving away additional time, and we're giving away tips, tools, and resources, when we're going the extra mile, thinking that we are being generous. What actually happens is we are blocking and not even giving the opportunity for our clients to choose and show up to themselves. And so I know that you're here and you want to give. I know you want to make the world a better place. I know you came into this work because this is your purpose, your calling, your way to serve. And I'm a firm believer that if we as holistic practitioners are truly going to make the impact that we are here to make in this world, we have got to reimagine what our business structures look like. Now, that enters in the container of support. I come from the massage world, so I was taught you sell single sessions or you sell packages. Like that was it, right? And the goal was to book yourself solid. And even after that, if you hire other people under you, like that was the path, right? And I know that when I booked myself solid and I hustled my butt off, I was exhausted. And I always saw it's like my clients kept cycling back in with the same things over and over again, no matter how much time I spent with them, no matter how many tips and tools I gave them, right? It just felt like there was always that cap. Enter the container of support. A container of support is really a framework that outlines how you work with people, the length of time you work with people, but really a container of support is about creating a framework that allows clients to consciously step in to work with you. It outlines like how long you're going to work with them. Maybe you're going to work with them for 4 months, 6 months, 3 months. Maybe they're going to step into a retreat, right? Whatever that is, right? You are consciously stepping in and starting, and you're also offering them an end point. Now, this does not mean that they stop working with you at the end of that end point. It means that when they consciously step in, you set a goal to work towards together in that time frame. An example of this is maybe you love helping people improve their quality of sleep, because you know that sleep is that is the magic pill, right? We all need more sleep. And when you have improved sleep, you perform better at work, your relationships tend to improve, your health and wellness tends to shift, like your whole life improves when you make sleep a priority. And yes, that massage, Reiki, acupuncture, yoga, whatever it is that you do helps them with that sleeping. But you know, all that extra advice that you're offering them, telling them to power down their phones, telling them to have a morning routine and an evening routine, and all that amazing stuff, which absolutely helps. But if they're coming in for a single session for 60 minutes, maybe they're paying you $70, $80 for that single session, and you spend that additional time that you're probably not charging for to share with them that tip, that tool, that resource, they're going to say, wow, that's great. And then one day, 2 days, a week later, they're probably back in their old routine, doing the old thing that is not helping them with their sleep. What makes a container of support so powerful is they consciously step in. You set a goal to work towards the goal. You outline the structure of support of how often you're going to work with them. And you are now moving towards the goal together. They have the support, they have the accountability. In Body Mind Coaching, we show you how to come up with a personalized action plan. They're receiving the nourishment through your amazing services. But now, when somebody steps into a 3-month, 4-month container that is there with a common goal in mind, and also when they have stepped in and invested, right, $1,500, $2,000 to reach that goal, they have made themselves and their goal non-negotiable. So now when you have that session and you invite them to power down their cell phones before bedtime, or to implement that evening routine, what shifts because of that container of support is that they are now invested in themselves. And when push comes to shove, they're going to do the damn thing. They've made the commitment to doing the thing. And you have seamlessly owned your value in a whole different way that's not about time for money. That's about results. That's about the goal. That's about supporting them in the journey of moving towards that. And that's what's valuable. When you trade time for money, you will always, always be limited. And so will your clients. When you shift into this container of support, it opens the door for a deeper transformation for your clients, while also opening the door for you to expand in your business without doing more. So, if you would like to hear more about this, go check out our Body Mind Bootcamp. It goes over this. That is just one little snippet of this whole adventure. We talk more about the session structure. We talk more about how to activate people and change. We talk about really the core principle that's going to help all of this work. Go check that out. And know that it's time for us to work smarter, not harder. Thanks.